Commission on Elections, or COMELEC, said they were expecting the Supreme Court, or SC, to reject the motion for reconsideration over the anti-dynasty petition. The motion was filed by Luis Biraogo, indicating the lack of an enabling law that would implement constitutional provisions that forbid political dynasties. According to the 1987 Constitution, political dynasties were prohibited, but the Congress has not yet passed an enabling law as of now. The Commission on Elections, or COMELEC, on Friday will push through with a scheduled configuration of the official ballots for the upcoming May elections. According to COMELEC Chairman Sixto Brillantes, with automated polls, they need to configure the ballots based on the particular precincts where they will be used on Election Day. The procedure involves the precinct number, town or city where the precinct is located, number of registered voters, and the names of the candidates.
Vice President Jejomar Binay has agreed with the decision of the Commission on Elections, or COMELEC, to use ballot boxes in the protest of Interior and Local Government Secretary Manuel Rojas II in the May elections. Joey Salgado, Binay's spokesman, said they have posed no objection to COMELEC's usage of ballot boxes. Binay, meantime, urged the people of Batangas to support candidates that would prioritize poverty alleviation. According to the Philippine Society for Stem Cell Medicine, if the stem cell that you receive is not from your own body, it could lead to fatal complications. PSSCM spokesperson Christian Emmanuel Mancao says that anyone who undergo a transplant using stem cells from other donor may be at risk of graft versus host diseases. This condition occurs when a donor's transplanted stem cells attack your body. Mancao further added that it can be mild or a severe case. Mancao cited possible complications through a stem cell failure, such as graft versus host disease, organ injury, infections, cataracts, infertility, new cancers, and even death.
Sa 5,000 bone marrow transplants ginagawa sa Amerika, 14% ay namamatay. 14%. Medyo mataas yun. Because of infection usually. Yung interesado hong magpa-stem cell, kasi marami ho kayong disease or complaints, the best para sa inyo is gumamit kayo ng sarili nyong stem cell.
New York ferry crash injures 85 passengers, and Canadian government is set to rescue killer whales trapped in frozen Hudson Bay. Darlene Basingan has this report.
A ferry traveling across Lower Manhattan in New York has crashed Wednesday, leaving 85 people hurt. Officials said one of those hurt is critically injured. Authorities said the crash occurred at about 8:45 a.m. Inside it were more than 300 commuters who were headed to New York City's Wall Street area with the ship's 5-member crew. They added the cause of the incident as of now is not yet clear and is still being investigated. For other world news, locals in a remote fishing village in Quebec spotted Tuesday a dozen killer whales trapped in a stretch of ice inside Hudson Bay. They said the whales are breathing only through a hole in the ice. The locals has already asked the Canadian government to help free the trapped whales. A government body in Canada meantime vows to rescue the mammals and to immediately conduct evaluations on the said area. For World News Roundup, Darlene Basingan, News Force.
Award season start to dominate Hollywood with the upcoming Oscar nominations and Golden Globe ceremony. And Les Miserables soundtrack topped the Billboard album chart. Lorraine Mata has the report.
Hollywood Awards season start its domination with the upcoming announcement of Oscar nominees, the Golden Globe ceremony, and the annual People's Choice Awards and Critics' Choice Awards. Films, namely Catherine Bigelow's thriller about the hunt for Osama bin Laden, Zero Dark 30, Iran hostage drama Argo, epic musical Les Miserables, Lincoln, Silver Linings Playbook, and Quentin Tarantino's The Django Unchained are running to take home a Golden Globe and an Oscar nomination. While actors Jessica Chastain for her portrayal as a CIA agent in Zero Dark 30 and Daniel Day-Lewis' role as U.S. President Abraham Lincoln were both expected to win awards for the upcoming ceremonies. Meantime, chief movie correspondent and Fandango host of the Frontrunners online show Dave Carter said people might be even more surprised with the result of the Golden Globe ceremony. In another news, soundtrack of the Les Miserables film adaptation topped the Billboard 200 album chart on Wednesday. However, Nielsen SoundScan reported a 32% decline of sales, with the movie soundtrack only selling 92,000 albums for a star-studded production. Les Miserables soundtrack also showed the poorest rating for a #1 album since the Christian hip-hop artist TobyMac's Eye on It, with only 69,000 sales in September. Nonetheless, the soundtrack beat Mumford & Sons' Babel and Taylor Swift's Red and American Idol Philip Phillips' The World from the Side of the Moon. Meantime, the U.S. album sales amounted to 6.26 million, which showed an 8% increase of sales compared to the same period in year 2012. For entertainment news, Lorraine Mata, News Force.
And here's a recap of today's headlines.
Here are the headlines on News Force. Aquino vows justice over Quezon killings. PNP discharges 15 policemen involved in Quezon shootout. Aquino turns down total gun ban proposal. Enrile denies allegations of bribery to senators. Liquor makers appeal to court to stop the implementation of sin tax law. New York City ferry crash injures 85 passengers. And Hollywood awaits for Oscar nominations. Fair and balanced news. Comprehensive reports that take you to the heart of the action. This is News Force.
Well, Leo, we must congratulate the city of Manila.
Yes,
this
of course.
year's procession and the Feast of the Black Nazarene has been relatively
Peacefully,
peaceful
yes.
and ended a lot earlier than it
Than
did.
last year.
Yes.
Yes.
Not to mention the garbage was a lot less, 1/3 of the garbage last year. So congratulations.
Yes, congratulations. And in other news, the Pag-asa has monitored two potential cyclones to hit the Philippine area of responsibility. Let's just hope and pray that it will not hit the typhoon's affected areas again.
Okay, and of course, and if it does, we have to be prepared.
Yes, of
That's the
course.
most important thing, is we're always prepared for
Yes.
whatever comes.
Okay. For your comments, feedbacks, or videos you want to share with us, email us at info@gntv-asia.com. We are your voice for change. Our anchors and reporters will keep on bringing you updates and latest stories. I'm Layli Wal.
Fair and balanced news, comprehensive reports that take you to the heart of the action. You are tuned into Channel 8 on your Global Destiny cable and on GSAT Channel 1. Carried by 300 cable television operators and broadcasted via UHF stations nationwide. We are your global news network committed to nation building. I'm William Theo, and this is News Force.
Jesus Nazareno, sinasamba.